there, first grade. It's me and, of course, my best buddy, Rashid. And we were here talking a little bit about how we just don't feel like we've really solved the case of the mysterious silent E lately. Have we, Rashid? No, we're going to keep working. Because I know that in reading, you have finished being word detectives with Mrs. Miller. And that's great. You guys did a great job, and you are just such sharp detectives now. And so we're going to use some of those skills today to look at good old mysterious silent E. So let's take a look. You know, we have looked at all of these different facts that we've collected in our case file, and I pulled one of those out today. Do you guys remember this one? This little sticky? It changes any vowel to a long sound. So we've learned that silent E takes any vowel and makes it a long sound. We've talked about A, like in make. We've talked about I, like in bike. We've talked about O, like in joke. And we've even talked about U. Now, we know sometimes it makes the oo sound instead of the U sound. But think about the word rule, right? We've even worked with U. But what's the one vowel that we haven't worked with? We've worked with A. We've worked with I. We've worked with O. We've worked with U. There are 5 vowels, and we've only worked on 4. What are we missing? Yeah, I kind of gave you the answer right here, didn't I? What about E? What makes the E sound in the middle of a word? And so I was thinking to myself, I'm going to look through my books and my magazines and my kids' books. We have books coming out of our ears at this house. And I have like recipe books and magazines. I'm going to look through all of these books. I'm going to find some words that have the long E in the middle. Okay? I searched for hours to find these words. Do you want to know how many I found? Just take a guess. Shout it out. How many do you think I found? You would not believe. Guys, 3. 3! 3! I guess just one hand. 3 words, that's it. Isn't that crazy? 3 words that have an E that makes the long E sound in the middle. So let's take a look at them for a moment. Does this word look familiar to you? I bet you know that one. That's the word here. So in here, the E does make its long sound, and it's there in the middle. I mean, that's one word. Here's the next one. We know this one too. These. These. E is making its long sound. And then one more. Pete. It's a name. But in Pete, E makes its long sound. Pete. And I got to thinking, well, now wait a minute, because I hear long E sounds in the middle of words all the time. All the time. I hear them. What do they look like? Because they can't look like this. These are the only 3 words I can find. And so I did some investigating. And I found that a lot of times when we hear a long E in the middle of a word, it's actually made by a vowel team. And so we're going to talk about what letters make the long E sound in words. So let's take a look at this word first. I bet you know it. Want to read it to me? It's eat. Let's say it together slowly while I take my mouse under the word. Eat. Well, now, we don't hear this A, do we? This isn't E-at. Eat. What 2 letters are going together to make the E sound? Yeah, can you believe it? It is E and A. Did you all see that beautiful line I just drew, by the way? I never can draw a straight line on the computer. I feel like Mrs. Bluette. Like I'm just really, really good at this all of a sudden. All right, so I have my E and my A. And you know what? Those 2 letters go together kind of like a team. We're calling them, are you ready for this? They are a vowel team. E and A are going together to make the long E sound. Eat. Okay? Here's the next one. I bet you know this word as well. Let me do that so I don't draw. This is one of our, well, I got all braggy, and now my little line won't move. That's okay. That's why we don't brag on ourselves. Good lesson, Mrs. Ardini. All right, the next word, this is also a word we know. This is the word see. Now, take a look at the ending of this word. We don't say S-E-E, do we? No, it's C. So what two letters go together to make the E sound in this word? Oh, not so straight. Yeah, E-E. So we have a vowel team here that's E-E and a vowel team that's E-A. So E-A like in eat and E-E like in see. So I want you to do a little work with me today. I want you to get out a piece of paper. I just happen to have mine here on a clipboard. And we've done some research like this before. But Rashid asked me when we kind of sat down to talk about this, he really wants your help in collecting some clues, some facts, some information that supports our thinking. That's what a detective does. They come up with an idea and then they collect all sorts of information that helps them to see if their ideas are right. And so what I'm going to do is, because I'm not the fancy little pen writer that Mrs. Bluette is, I'm going to use a sticky. And I'm going to put EA on one sticky note. And I'm going to, let's change the color. I'm going to put EE, maybe, EE on another sticky note. And so I'm going to put these on either side of my piece of paper. Now, you can use sticky notes if you want to, or you can just write them. I mean, no need to really use a sticky note. And then you're going to grab your pen or pencil or marker or whatever you're using, and you're going to draw a line down the middle. Okay? And so your job today, or your job this week, while you're doing independent reading, and I know you're going to be reading a bunch of nonfiction books, I want you to start collecting words. Words that you notice that make the long E sound in the middle, that have the vowel teams E-A, like in eat. I'm going to try to write it. Oh my word. And the E-E vowel team like in the word see. So I want you to take some time right now to get out your piece of paper and make this chart. You can even include these words that I've already shared with you. But I want you to get your chart together with your EA on one side and your EE on the other. And while you're reading today and tomorrow and Friday, I want you to gather as many words as you can find that follow these two vowel team patterns. Got it? Sound good to everybody? All right. Happy searching, word detectives. I can't wait to see you.